Bei einer Reise durch Irland trifft man immer wieder auf sehr interessante Menschen. Daniel ist Ingenieur und hatte irgendwann keine Lust mehr zu arbeiten. Jetzt nutzt er seinen Erfindergeist, um mit sowohl traditionellen als auch zum Teil sehr ungewöhnlichen neuen Methoden off the grid, also ohne Anbindung an das Strom- und Wassernetz zu leben.
My name's Daniel. I've been living over in Ireland now for 18 years. We moved over here to live a type of self-sufficiency. We cut our own turf and wood for fuel, grow our own vegetables and try and do as much as we can ourselves. This is my bog that I rent off the forestry. I've been cutting it now for about 15 years, and it's a hand-cutting bog rather than machine, so obviously you have to use a spade. This way you preserve the habitat. You take off the top layer of and plants and put it back on the ground again, so there's no change to the habitat. So that's a piece of turf, and as you can see it's still soft, but after the sun has dried it out it's rock hard, and you'd never believe that would burn soil. I started work at 16 and worked for the same company till I was 26. But I was sick of it, I didn't like work, so I gave it up, and this house came up for sale. It's near my wife's relative's house. It had been empty about 15 years, was completely derelict, no windows, doors, grass growing up into the house, and we all lived in the caravan, then went into one room of the house. Well, when we first moved here, as I said, there was no toilet, so I use what's, if you see in here, what's called a compost toilet. Molly, come out. Molly. And it's basically just a bucket with a lid on top that you should sit on and do your business. And then it's emptied out into a pit at the end of the field, and it's left there for about a year and decomposes and eventually rots down and goes back onto the garden. It's all recycled. Our whole electricity comes from a wind generator and solar panels, and we'd have enough electricity to last for about 3 weeks without any wind or without any sun. And these batteries are from an old forklift truck, and I got them for nothing. You have to try and use as little power as possible or make the things you use be very efficient. We started off with candles, and then we got a gas light. We then went on to these little 12-volt fluorescent lights that you have in caravans. But now I've gone over to these 12-volt recessed LED lights, which are a lot more efficient, and I'm hoping to then put these around the whole house. This is a little exercise bike that I made up for charging batteries and for testing alternators. And instead of just burning away calories, you're also charging the batteries up for the house. And it's pretty straightforward, just an old bicycle with a pulley from a washing machine put on the back, welded onto the back, and then a belt onto the alternator. And when you pedal it, the alternator is geared so it starts charging the battery. And you could do that for half an hour or so and have a charged battery. People are encouraged to buy new things the whole time, buy a new dishwasher, buy a new washing machine, buy a new car, always replacing the old, but I tend to try and fix up as much things as I can. This Land Rover I've had now for over 25 years, and I keep repairing it and using it. I wouldn't really buy new things. If we didn't have to buy all those things, I'm sure life would be a lot easier and a lot less stressful for people than it is now.